Brother iPrint and Scan for Windows and Mac OS is a simple application for scanning to and printing from your computer. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a typical scan workflow that allows you to quickly scan receipts and store them in a specific location on your PC. Let's click on the Personal Receipts workflow. The machine scans the receipt and stores the scanned receipt in the correct location on the PC. I'm now going to show you how to set up this workflow. First, we need to make sure that there is a Brother machine connected to iPrint and Scan. Click on Select Your Machine. iPrint and Scan will search for any USB machines connected to your computer or any machines connected to the same network as your computer. Select the machine you want. Then click OK. We are now going to create a workflow, so click on Create Workflow. Then click on Create. First, we need to select where we want the scanned receipt to be saved. There are several options. First, Save to PC will save the scanned receipt on your PC or a network folder. Then we have Scan to Cloud, where you can save your scans to various cloud storage services. You will need your account login details to configure this option. Next, we have Open in Application, which will scan a document or photo and open them in another application installed on your computer, for example Photoshop. We also have Attach to Email. And finally, Scan to SharePoint on-premise. Note that you will need the address of your SharePoint server and document library. In this example, we're going to save the receipt on my PC, so select Save to PC. And then click on Create. Next, we need to select the settings for the scanned receipt. Click on Scan Settings. Here we can set a range of scan settings, including the size. We're just going to stick with A4. Next to colour settings, we're going to scan a receipt, so just need to save this as black and white. Click on this colour settings drop down list and then click on black and white. Then click OK. We will leave the resolution as it is, but remember that the higher the resolution, the bigger the final file size. Some more advanced settings can be found by clicking on All Settings. We have already selected the basic settings, so we'll move to the Document Correction tab. In the Document Correction tab, you'll find other options which will alter the finished file. We'll not select any of these options. Next, we'll look at the Enhancements tab. Here, we can adjust the brightness and contrast. We'll leave these settings at the default. And on the Fee Control tab we can set 2 pages in one. We'll leave it as it is. Once you've made any settings that you want, click OK. Then click OK again. You can see a summary of the basic scan settings in the scan box. Now we have set the scan settings, we need to define where we want to save the scan to. Click on Save Settings. Here we can select the file name. I'll just call this file Receipt Demo. iPrint and Scan will automatically add the date and time the file was created to the file name. Next, we can select the file type. There are different file types for different types of documents. For example, JPEG for photos and PDF for documents. We will select PDF as we're just scanning a document. Next, we need to define where we want to save the folder. So click on Select Folder. And browse to the location you want to store the receipt. Here I've chosen a folder called My Receipts. Once you've selected the folder you want, click on Select Folder. If you want to check the scan has completed, after each scan, check the Open Folder After Savings box and then click OK. Once you've completed the scan settings and saved to PC settings, click Next. Give your workflow a name. We will call this Personal Receipts. Select whether you want the workflow to be a one-touch workflow or not. A one-touch workflow will go straight to scan. If it's not a one-touch workflow, you will be given the opportunity to change any of the settings before you complete your scan. We will select one touch and then click Save. Now the workflow has been created, if we click on Personal Receipts, it will scan the document. The machine will scan the receipt. You will see the scanned receipt in the selected folder. If you need to edit any of the workflow settings, click on the settings icon. In the Workflow Management menu, select the workflow you want to edit. And here you can either click on Edit to change workflow settings, or you can delete the workflow. Thanks for watching this video on how to set up a scan workflow in Brother iPrint and Scan for Windows and Mac OS.